It's the new Wabu Order Podcast. We talk to build our culture up, we getting all that. We speak well to eat well, we giving them all facts. So like, share, subscribe if you know that you pro-black. Let's grow.
We are back. Welcome to New Wabu Order Podcast. I'm your illustrious host, Wabu. And today, I got a special guest with me. You know I always say special guest, but she's a special guest, Monica Brooks. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm great. And she's a radio personality at K92.
Mm-hmm, the morning thing.
The Morning Thing Show.
Yeah, so be sure to listen Monday through Friday, 6A to 10A.
Okay. Now, behind the scenes, we was talking a little bit about your upcoming and how you got into radio.
Mm-hmm.
How did that happen? Because we don't have top 40 radio here, right?
We are top 40s.
Okay.
Yeah, but I started out as an intern for the news talk station, WFIR, years ago, years. But I call myself almost like a radio dinosaur. It's been 17 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I was...
You really paid your dues.
Yeah. So I started out as an intern and landed a job as a reporter for the news talk. And I would happen to be in the hallways. They were auditioning for K92. And that's when I started in. I was like, I had never listened to K92 until I auditioned.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I walked in. I said, okay, all right, hey, let's see what this is all about. And I landed the job with the morning show and been on there ever since.
Wow. So, it was 17 years prior.
Oh, I've been on since 07, 06, 07.
Wow.
Yeah.
But before that, you was working at the news station.
Mm-hmm. I worked
at the news radio.
Yeah, because we have our sister station. So inside the building, there's K92, Vibe 100, our news talk station. We have Q99 and Star Country. So it's a bunch of stations inside one building.
Yeah. Under one umbrella. And what is that umbrella? Is it our?
It's Mel Wheeler.
Mel Wheeler, okay.
Yeah.
Mel Wheeler's pretty big.
Yeah,
They're pretty big. They all over, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, they have some, TV stations and radio stations in Chicago as well as California. So,
okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's through Joy Sutton. Where she started from?
Joy Sutton. Now, she was on Channel 7.
Okay.
And I could be wrong because I don't want to, get the information incorrect. But I know she had her own show, and Joy Sutton is amazing. So, yeah, she does her thing.
Yeah, definitely. And so, has anybody ever tried to pull you over to so-called black radio?
I've actually been on Vibe before. While I was doing K, I would also do a shift with Vibe. And then I've done shifts, commercials and stuff for the country station. Yeah. And a lot of times people, they're not going to see you. I was like, and before social media was really booming, no one knew what I looked like. So unless I just, if I kept quiet in the grocery store, no one knew anything about, oh, that's Monica over there.
Yeah.
But times have changed now, but it's all right.
Is it being a woman in radio? Is it easier or harder?
It's harder. There's a lot of guys, there's a lot of ego, and
sexism.
It's male a lot of fields are male dominated, but that's why we want more women in the industry. We try to reach out to people in college and be like, hey, check it out. There's different, you don't have to be on air, you can be behind the scenes. Yeah. And there's always a job and opportunity for you. And be creative. All the creatives.
That's what I was going to ask next. If somebody wanted to start a career in radio, how can they go about that?
I would say reach out to your local radio station and ask about internships or promotions, because there's always a door open. And I say, even for me, of course, we know it takes a day or two before I can get back to the message.
Oh, yeah. I already know if I send you a message, it's going to take you 5 days to get back.
But reach out to your local personalities and, TV stations, whatever you may have an interest in, and check out the field beforehand. Because it may not be for you. I went to Channel 10, before I did radio. I went to John Carlin and asked to sit down on the set with him to talk about TV. I'm like, maybe I want to be in TV. I knew it was TV or radio. Yeah. And I realized that TV's not for me. One thing, getting dressed up in the mornings, is not, that was number one. I was like, oh, shoot. Even today, I'm like, I have lashes on today because we had filming. Yeah. But doing that on the daily and the news can be, rather depressing. I'm like, that's not something for me.
Yeah, because you always gotta. But on the radio, you have to talk about the current events.
Yeah, we do. We talk about current events, but if there's a balance, I find my purpose is to take people away from whatever troubles they have in life.
Yeah.
If I can bring a smile or a laugh and make you forget about whatever the hell's going on, then that is powerful to me.
Yes.
So, and we can also, send messages to people, even about the depressing news in a way, deliver it in a way where it's still not as sad,
Yeah.
So it's still sad, but not as, Debbie Downer.
And how do you feel about some people saying, like, extraterrestrial radio isn't going to be here anymore?
Oh, well, I don't know about that. Because, radio...
I don't think so, but a lot of people say that, like, since hardly people don't listen to radio as much in their cars and things like that. But I know that people on radio are smart enough to figure other ways.
We will, and I believe people will stick around for the simple fact that local radio. We're talking to our people.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if there's an emergency situation, you're not going to go to so-and-so in Alabama. We have to go back to our local roots and discuss and find out information. There's something going on with the schools. You're going to go to your local radio.
Yes. Of course. So I never even thought of it like that, like locally, like maybe the syndicated shows might take a hit. And it don't look like they taking a hit. Like Steve Harvey,
with Steve,
Breakfast Clubs and all of them, they seem like powerful empires.
Yeah. And I've met Charlemagne a couple times and Bobby Bones, and their shows, great shows.
Yes.
But I think that the key to their shows being so successful, one thing that their authentic self. They are exactly who they are. So that does translate. And people will grasp onto that because, come on, it's like, okay, you're being real with me. I can respect that.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting. So, and you can be more forgiving of certain things too when you realize that they are who they are. So
now, locally in this area, it doesn't, for the Black crowd, I don't know why people like to say urban crowd, it seems like it's not a lot to do versus other groups that have a lot of things going. Do you see a change in that, or it's just people not looking hard enough? You get what I'm saying?
Okay, so you said that with Black people in general, there's not a lot happening with media-wise?
No, just events in the area.
I don't find, with you saying that, I don't notice a lot of events with within the Black community, but then that falls on us to create those events.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
because I know like other groups, they got all type of winter festivals.
Yeah. And I
lollipop festivals.
Yeah.
Just every type of thing.
And I love all that stuff, because I have kids and and I have a young one that would.
Or sometimes people just got to expand their mind also. Yeah. And just say, hey, I'm going to go to this lollipop festival.
Well, sometimes people fear what they don't know.
Yeah.
And, so I always say, give it a shot and check it out. And you'll be surprised at how you feel once you leave the event,
Yeah. And I said that to you because I know, I see just from online, you at like every event.
Oh, yeah. I go by myself. I don't care. I was I'm going to live my best life and do what I need to do, even if it's just walking down the street and I stumble upon something.
Yeah. Just the area we in right now, there's a lot of
Grandin.
Yeah, it was, there's one coming up, right?
They have the Flannel Fest happening as well as...
Flannel Fest?
Yes, at Village Grill. Nathan, who is wonderful at Village Grill, he also has Scratch Biscuit. They have Flannel Fest, so you dress up in your flannel. There's live music. Chemo he's part of the live band. He's actually a DJ for Star Country, too.
Okay.
He'll be performing. And so, you dress up in your flannel and hang out. You can go to the store real quick and get some flannel.
Yeah, but I don't know where I'm going to get some flannel.
And they have chillage, so... And like me and the kids, let's walk over and check it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there is things to do, y'all,
yes.
in this area. You just got to open up your minds and everything ain't
And also, if you don't like it,
bang type stuff.
Yeah, but also if you don't like it, then make a change and do something about it. Because you could go online with socials and say, hey, I want to reach out to so-and-so and create this event, for kids or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And they can grow, just plant the seed.
I mean, it's the support, I think, in this area. Like when I was a promoter, I noticed like people would only go to events if they knew the promoters. If they like, it's a huge competition thing in this area, and it actually needs to stop. Like, say, I don't care if you being a promoter, I don't care if you brought Jesus Christ to an event. In my community, people would say, well, I ain't going. He should have brought Abraham. Like, if they would have brought Abraham, I would have won.
Oh, gosh.
You get what I'm saying? It's things like that. Like, people, if you don't have the money for the ticket, just say it. Like, it's a lot of that going on. And then people get online and like, I'm not going to this event because I want to see this person, which you wasn't going to go anyway. I don't care who they brought back. They could have brought back a lost family member from the dead and you wouldn't have won.
Right.
So it's a huge battle because it's like just a lot of hatred. Like,
but you have to but you also have to focus more on the love too. Like if you bypass, like there's people that don't like me, but I wasn't born into this life to be loved and adored or hated. Like I'm here. Yeah. So I think if you focus in on the people that enjoy the event or the concert, whatever you're putting on, then you draw more of that. They'll reach out and they'll expand out to their friends and family,
Exactly. You got to find the people that's here for you. Yeah. And I guess, and that's through anything. Like, I don't even get mad, like, if somebody say, oh, I don't listen to his podcast. All right.
People are going to say that.
I don't want you to listen to it.
Yeah.
I don't want you to look at it or anything like that. If you don't like me, please turn it off. I just want to go for the people who want to listen to it and for the people who do love me.
Well, I mean, if someone comments, that means they actually do slightly enjoy it, because they're still there.
Yeah.
So
and they want to copy. So they want to come and get the blueprint, but then say they don't like you. And things like that. And like, and I'm pretty sure you want to do this with radio.
Oh yeah.
So, which hopefully one day I could be on the radio. Y'all need to stop playing and put me on some type of radio. I'll do a country station, any one of them things. Y'all need to get me on the radio.
Look, you got to just turn in an application for any other stations. And if anyone's listening right now that wants to join us,
bypass the application. Yeah. I just want to come on there and because I don't think they have no one, like too many stations, they don't have nobody from my community. So, Vibe, they have people, but it's a lot of people that's not from here.
Oh, yeah.
That's not from this area. So we need somebody from this area. Well, if it's not just me, it could be anyone. I mean, you're from the area.
Well, you submit a demo.
That's what I need to do.
Yes.
This is my demo.
Okay, then break it up and submit your best pieces as your demo.
Okay.
Yeah. I
also got people blocking me too.
Well, don't worry about anybody blocking. Just submit your demo. You'll see.
Nah, for real. But behind the scenes, you was telling me how long you've been in this media world. What brought you first to saying, "Hey, I want to be on the radio"? Like, what sparked that?
When I was an itty bitty. And I had a little recorder, and I had a camcorder, and I was, I wasn't exactly an only child, but because I have an older sister, and so my nieces and nephew would be around, but I would record everything in video, and I had a little journal, and I wrote down that I would be in radio or TV. I knew it was something, I would be in one of those fields, and that's what I went for.
Did you go to school for communications?
Well, I actually went to Western and graduated general studies and then transferred to Hollins.
Okay.
And that's when I went to communications, an English major.
Okay.
Yeah. And so they had an internship available for Wheeler Broadcasting. I jumped right in there. And my first day internship, they had me interviewing the mayor. They gave me keys to a vehicle and told me to head over to somewhere downtown. I said, all right. And I did exactly that.
Was you scared?
No, not really. I was kind of just more hyped up and excited. Plus, a young me, I have energy now, but a young Monica was just like, oh, what am I getting into? Listen, I just navigated the room, found the mayor, and had an interview.
I've interviewed a few politicians, councilmen, and a few Trish Whiteboy, and from both sides in politics.
Okay, good. A balance.
I'm not
biased.
I'm non-biased. I'm not for either party. I'm just for whoever has tangibles for the people. And I'm really into local politics more than the national politics. I really don't care for the president.
People get really, it's a lot of emotions, and I get why. So, so it's something that you have to...
I got people that won't speak to me.
You have to be gentle with certain folks with stuff. So, and I get it. Everyone's really stressed.
Like, just like this weekend, right? We had one to, first week I had one to King's Dominion. And then we went down to North Carolina, to Greensboro. And this Kamala stuff all over North Carolina, all over Greensboro. Billboards, everything. You come here, is like all Trump. And that was just amazing to see. Like, we seen one Kamala thing here and somebody vandalized that. And I know, since what I say about, I like certain things Trump saying, and I kind of like certain things Kamala say.
Right.
But I do know they're both lying.
Politics.
Yeah, politics. It's just like a lawyer. You have to be a great liar. To be like, I don't expect nothing. Like, when she says she's going to do this, she's going to do that. I know it's a lie. Also, when Trump says he's going to do this, he's going to do that, I know it's a lie. I know it's to rile the people up.
Yeah, well, people are riled up, so...
People go crazy. They both have, I think they both delusional, both candidates. I think both of their audiences are delusional also.
Yeah, well, people...
It takes a crazy to know a crazy.
Yeah. Well, everyone's struggling. I feel like, people are working, hustling.
Yes.
So I think everyone's just tired on both sides.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and, the race thing comes in. People say Trump is racist. I don't know if he's racist, but I know racist people believe he's racist.
Yeah. It's like...
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same thing with Kamala.
Yeah.
Like,
it's going to be interesting. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I will say it'll be interesting what happens with this election and how people proceed afterwards.
But the funny thing is, I hate the boogeyman thing.
Oh,
if Trump wins, it's gonna destroy everything. We're gonna die and all of. They say that every 4 years. If your candidate don't win, it's all over. Say bye to democracy and all of this stuff.
Well,
none of that is gonna happen. If he wins,
you know what? After COVID, with everything, we just knock on wood that everything's, we work through whatever.
Yeah,
we got to keep going.
Everything is going to be the same. It's not going to be no alien attacks. It's not going to be none of that type of stuff.
If the aliens do attack, you know what? I want to know what's it all about. What's Mars looking like?
Yeah. What is it looking like? The alien crowd. And Trump is the leader also of the alien crowd. This has become a sick thing. I have a lot of friends that's really into this alien stuff. And I'm just saying, please, I want to see one. Like, I believe it might be a life force somewhere else, but y'all lying. Y'all never seen an alien. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all never seen an alien. Y'all know them. And how you know them? And like, why they look like us?
Well, I don't know.
There's aliens. Yeah. Because that's a human mind thinking of only what a human mind knows. A human mind knows 2 legs, 2 arms. So why all these aliens look like us?
If we have aliens, I want to get to know them. I want to have a coffee date with an alien, just talk about stuff. Have them on your podcast.
If y'all alien, please get in contact with me and come on the new Wabu Order Podcast. And we could learn from each other. I just want to know how you can speak English if you were alien. You from another life force, how you speak English.
They're advanced, they're intellectuals. They're just like, oh,
but
we'll get the answers when they come in.
They would definitely have a different vocal cord.
Yeah.
So how they can even say these English words. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think people think about that type of stuff. I know this is
you know what? One day we will get the answer.
Yeah. I definitely want to get the answer because, like I said, because I got a lot of friends that's really, really, really into that stuff. But in local news, we gearing up for elections. Like I said, I've interviewed a few politicians from both sides. I just had Nick Hagan.
Yeah. I think you had Joe Cobb.
I had Joe Cobb's last year. Joe, you need to come back, Joe.
He was right outside.
Today?
Yeah.
Yo, he's everywhere.
Yeah, he was outside right as you were walking. He was like there beside you. Somewhere behind you. At least he was just like a few minutes ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nah, Joe Cobbs is everywhere.
Like, he goes to more events than I.
Yeah, he goes, man.
I'll usually pop in.
Everywhere. Yeah. With this going on, do you see any major changes? Do you believe any major changes are going to happen within the local election?
It's hard to say. I mean, I can't really answer that question. I hope so.
Of course.
But I can't really say that there is going to be a major change. Hopefully there'll be a few positive changes that occur in the city.
We was rated like number 8 at All-American City. Roanoke, right?
I mean, I love Roanoke. And I'm from Bedford County.
It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place. I think some people exaggerate on the crime. Of course, we got crime like
every city has crime.
Yeah. But I don't think it's like just, oh my God, it's just so crazy.
I feel like the numbers they've went up. It's not great, but
the population has went up, I believe.
Yeah, it has. And I was like,
with the influx of migrants and other things. And I mean, brought up.
It's a great big little city, so. It's great for a family, raising a family. I was just talking to someone a couple days ago about it. And they were like, I love Roanoke. I moved here from Florida and me and my family, and it's just perfect.
I think people from this area don't understand that. And until they go somewhere else, move somewhere else, then they see how beautiful this area is.
Oh, for sure.
And they see the goodness. It's clean. You got trees and nature.
Yeah.
Until
like
you move and until you understand that, but people want it to be like this Wakanda city, like just with train systems, and it's just not enough people.
Yeah, I like to travel outside for a couple of days, go to New York, come back. And being from the country, like I enjoy the quiet too. I like the balance.
I'm from New York, and I tell people all the time, like I love New York. Without a shadow of doubt, I love it, but I could never live in New York again. I could never. Plus, it's not the same New York.
Okay.
It's like nobody there is even New Yorkers.
Oh, yeah.
People who's from everywhere else. That's when you could tell there's Pizza Huts and Papa John's, and we never had that when I was growing up. We had real pizza.
Yeah, so it's all changed.
From Italians. Like, it's like a fat Italian man doing that. Now it's, a Mexican guy, and he just putting the pizza in the oven. It's not. Nothing is real. Yeah, nothing is real there no more. Things close down now.
Yeah.
Now in New York, like stuff be closing. I was in the area, Fordham Road in the Bronx, and it was closing down like at 7:00. And I never knew this to happen.
Yeah.
So it's just, New York is just not the same.
And that was post-COVID year or right before?
This was actually right after COVID and before COVID. I didn't go to New York during COVID. Oh. Because I know it was ridiculous. Yeah. You couldn't even get in.
Yeah, I had friends that were like in the house, and I'm like, in their apartments, and the apartments, being so small, it's like you're just in that space with roommates. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got to have a roommate up there because the rent is ridiculous, or you got to, up there, it's forced relationships. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's kind of getting like that everywhere now, though, too, because the rent is becoming ridiculous here also. Speaking on that, Kamala. she said that she was gonna change that.
Okay.
She was gonna, I guess, jump on the landlords that was charging way too much rent. I don't know how she can.
I mean, I don't know, but they'll be great if they help folks out.
Yeah.
Like I said, everyone is just tired. People are working nonstop, and then that takes away from just, your family, your friends, just enjoyment of life, period. So.
Because you gotta, basically right now to survive, you gotta have 2 jobs.
Yes, so you gotta work hard.
Some type of hustle on the side or something like that. So that's taken away from time with the family.
Yep. And next thing you know, you're like, okay, I'm just exhausted. I don't want to do anything. And so
next thing you know, you're
legit tired.
70 and life is over.
Yeah, that's like, I can't.
Yeah. What have you been doing to combat that?
Well, I work on events. I like to work out, and I stay. What you see on socials, I stay social, and I have my kids, so we stay busy.
Yeah, to keep that family life, and then,
there's a balance.
Yeah, you gotta definitely always have that balance. But before we go, please let the people know where they can find you, what station they can listen to you.
Okay, well. K92, which is the K92 morning thing. So we're on 92.3 FM. So be sure to listen to Monica, Antoine, and Chris. We're on 6A to 10A. And I'm on socials, like on every social outlet. So every social platform. So Facebook, Monica Brooks, K92 Monica Brooks on Instagram and TikTok. So.
Any shout outs? I think that's all.
That's all, yeah. Shout out to PH because they have their homecoming and stuff happening,
Oh.
But I don't know when this is going to air, so this might be after the fact. So
when is their homecoming?
It's this Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's probably in next week. So shout outs to PH.
Just shout out to everyone that's listening and taking care of their responsibilities.
And shout outs to
and love themselves.
Their football team is still.
Oh my gosh. That first score, I thought it was a fake meme.
Yeah, they looking good. Shout outs to Fleming.
What happened?
They definitely looking good. But where you heard this first, new Wabu Order Podcast. Remember, the fight is fixed, and if you speak well, you eat well. Let's grow.
It's the new Wabu Order Podcast. We talk to build our culture up. We get into all that. We speak well to eat well. We giving them all facts. So like, share, subscribe if you know that you pro-black. Let's grow.